the game was first available on Switch, it was playable but with some issues. Playing the game on the go was fantastic, but there were a handful of things that were just not great about the Switch version next to the console competitors, like the lack of motion controls. It seems like any third-person shooter game on Switch needs motion controls. Let's face it, these dinky little sticks on the Joy-Cons aren't the most accurate, and with the Switch's enhanced gyro capabilities, like we saw in Splatoon 2, it was odd this feature wasn't here in the game on day one. At the beginning, the graphics weren't that great either, but the simple cartoony style of Fortnite made it feel a lot closer to the other console counterparts, unlike the incredibly obvious downgrades we see with similar games like Apex Legends. At launch, the Switch version had some obvious downgrades, like the overall resolution being 780p docked at a choppy 30 frames per second. There was also incredibly noticeable pop-in with foliage, textures, and other assets. The low resolution also made it difficult for players to see things in the distance, like other players or certain objects, which could be devastating in competitive play. This game also used dynamic resolution, where it would lower the overall resolution of the game when things got a little more intense, like when building or having multiple people in the area. And make sure you stay tuned because I'll be showing you how the Switch version of this game runs today. But let's go back to where it all began. Fortnite first launched on Nintendo Switch on June 12, 2018, directly after a Nintendo Direct. This was 9 months after the initial release on PC and other home consoles. For most, this game was a complete surprise as the Switch lacked many competitive shooters on it, and even fewer free-to-play titles. But Fortnite Battle Royale was actually rumored to be on this platform a few weeks prior to the announcement, from a post on 4chan showing that this was going to be at the E3 Nintendo Direct. There was also a Korean rating that leaked that this was going to be on Switch. It was also spotted on the Nintendo eShop a while before it was released, but there was no knowing when it was actually going to be available.